No.
To another episode of the Shifty podcast. I am Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have
DJ 1023.
Who's next?
It's just like the old podcast.
We never
didn't
discussed
do
this.
the order.
Well, I mean, I thought we'd do it the old way, which was it was Luis, and then me, and then TJ, and then Vic, and then back to me.
I'm so used to going after Luis, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have a guest.
Yes.
Alright, just Jim next. Go.
Jim
Doc.
Servac is here again. Well, I was going to say as usual, but not as usual. I'm back after a small hiatus. Hello, all.
I'm back. It's Vic. I don't have a penis, and I'm eating dinner.
Hello.
Back after a long hiatus.
Yeah.
My name is YOLO Swaggins, but you may call me Nick.
or Judith.
Hi, Nick.
One of the worst screen names ever created.
Yeah, how can you not be like part of the Fellowship of the Bling, man?
Not the bling that bothers me, it's the YOLO that bothers me.
Oh, so you're okay with the Swaggins?
Oh yeah, you can swag all day, bro. Go for it.
Swaggy.
Swag. My boyfriend
can-
almost put up with me over PAX because I kept saying swag. Swag.
What?
Oh god.
Burs.
Did you get the swag syndrome where you start saying it ironically and then you just find yourself saying it nonstop anyway?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
Swag.
We went to go get swag bags, and then I just kept saying, swag, swag, swag. And then he asked me for his apartment key back.
Well, that
Can't
escalated
stop the
quickly.
swag, man.
And I ran away.
taking off our shirts. About to make these ruffles burst. Taking off our shirts. About to make these ruffles burst.
Take it off.
I have no idea what you're
About
talking
to make
about.
these
You guys
ruffles
ever heard
burst.
that?
Nope.
No.
Jesus. Oh, okay, hold on to your butts. I'm going to find the link. Link share, everyone.
Oh, good.
You
My
may
phone's ringing.
talk while I research.
Did anybody else see the march with the floppy disks?
The what with floppy disks?
Imperial March with floppy disks.
No.
Is that like a band?
Oh yeah, I have
Hey,
seen
what
this video
now?
before. This
I'm
was
gonna
on
look at this.
Tosh.0.
Oh.
Oh, was it? Well, so much for me being creative. Something original to the podcast.
It's original for us.
It's funny because I just clicked on the link and the first video to come up was Swaggin' Dragon.
Swaggin' Dragon.
I feel this is very appropriate for you, Nick. Feel free to, memorize the lyrics and sing that to your friends and family.
Yeah, man, I think that might be my new motto on Steam.
The problem with that video is it's so bad, but the beat is catchy.
Man, it's the hardest beat made out of gunshots.
The gunshots. Badass beats. Love it.
Part where the guy's just screaming at himself.
Ah, ah,
Oh.
ah, ah.
You ever wonder what it's like to see people record stuff like that? They're recording the guy's literally just screaming at a wall.
Yeah, like there's no beat, there's nothing.
I just pictured this just this large guy screaming at this microphone in front of a brick wall in like some kind of alleyway. I don't know why an alley, but it just seems funnier that way to me.
Because, everybody goes into alleyways to record themselves screaming at walls.
I
Because why
am
not?
recording this guy in an alleyway.
That's the hardest way to record.
I know, with all the
Yeah,
prostitutes
you
lying around.
But what y'all don't realize is those that gunshot beat is actually gunshots in the background of the
Yeah.
He must be from Detroit.
What's that?
Oh.
That city that's like outside of Detroit. It's an absolute shit. The most
DC.
impoverished city in the U.S. and is astronomical crime
Flint?
rate.
Flint,
That
Michigan?
it? Flint? Oh boy.
Yeah,
That place just scares me.
Michigan
I'm
as a
trying to
whole is
find-
kind of boned.
Michigan.
I'm trying to find something for you guys. Oh, here it is. Hold on. It goes to the line of watching like what it's like what would it be like to watch somebody like record like one of those videos. Alright, give me a second. It's going super slow!
Yeah, I think
that's because it's internet slow today.
Yeah, that's what I was
There
going
you
to bring up. So there's some kind of campaign going on for, like, against the FCC, I think is the name of the thingy. No,
it's protecting net neutrality.
Yeah, that.
Which is actually a serious issue.
I heard about it like 15 minutes ago.
Just learned about net neutrality.
Wait,
yeah,
just
what's
learned
up with
about
that?
it?
What is this thing we call the internet?
Oh, come on.
It's
The
not
net
that.
of enters?
It's not that big of a deal.
I'm watching it. Hold on.
Huh?
One for?
Huh?
Your butts.
But.
Butt touching.
I said what in the butt?
I was about to say, what in the butt?
I don't really know. Wait, did you just watch the video?
Yes.
I need to go buy my cigarettes.
My pack of cigarettes. What the hell?
Yeah.
Mom, we shooting a video.
It's pretty funny. I just thought it was. I heard it this morning, so I thought it was pretty awesome. Yeah.
So Vic, you said you went to PAX, right? How was that?
Yes. It was 4 days of awesomeness.
I love this guy's like fake driving. That's my favorite. He's fake driving.
PAX was a lot of fun. The League of Legends North American like finals was at PAX this year. So like the top 3 teams went to Worlds. So I watched that, and there's one of the series, the TSM CLG, I think, series was super good. It was like went to game 5. It was intense. But besides League, I played a couple like PC games. One's in beta called Dreadnought. It was really fun.
Oh,
it's like
I read about that. God, it looks so cool.
It's really cool. It's in alpha. Apparently, it's in super early alpha, and it was amazing. Like the graphics were amazing. There were no glitches. Like it was awesome, and a ton of fun. And then I also played a game called Lich King. Hold on.
Kingdom?
I think there is a game called Lichbane.
Lichbane. Oh, Master. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm pulling up my
Oh my god.
journal.
Ermagerd.
Ermagerd.
Oh, I'm thinking of the item Lichbane.
Yeah, not that. I know what you're talking about. Okay, I played
Every minute
Lichdom.
This podcast is brought to you by the Jizz Noise.
Lichdom. I played
Lichdom,
Lichdom Battlemage, and it's already on Steam for like $40, but it was so much fun. Like it was a blast. Like I recommend it to anybody. And then Assassin's Creed had a booth, which was really disappointing because like all they did was show a couple like trailers, and they were like game, and I was like, I want to like play a demo. I don't want to sit and watch a freaking trailer. But
there wasn't even one for Whiskey Mac Potato.
No.
Oh.
But what's really cool about Assassin's Creed Unity is that they're coming out with like a co-op mode called Heists, and you like essentially go in and steal stuff, and you have to get out without anyone noticing you, and it looks really cool.
So basically what you're saying is that Ubisoft is going to come out with Heists before Rockstar.
Yeah, pretty much. It sounds like it's launching game day. It's launching with the game.
I bet they did that on
That's why they
purpose.
can't put female characters in Assassin's Creed Unity.
Because they were working on heists.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
And then
That was such a bullshit
Well,
complaint.
anyway.
They could have either done Heists, or they could have spent a year releasing women.
A year releasing women.
The way you phrased that was just great. Like, hey, you know what we should do?
More than it's been
Spend
a
a year. God damn it.
Anyway, go ahead, Vic. I'm sorry.
They release
just-
a female assassin one body part at a time.
We should spend a year releasing women.
That would be creepy.
What?
It's like you have a guy running around in a skirt with like female legs.
what?
There's a warehouse somewhere full of female assassins, and just like one at a time, gonna release the woman from her cage.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Going off an assembly line.
Because that's how Rockstar does it with
Assembly
Heist.
line.
Anyway.
Go ahead, Vic.
Assassin's Creed Rogue looks really fun though. That's like when you actually get to play a Templar. So like it's about an assassin who turns essentially and tries to kill all the other assassins. But it looks really fun.
Yeah,
I think he's Scottish because he has a lot of anger problems.
He's Irish.
No, he's
That one
Scottish.
actually looks interesting.
Yeah, and it's only for 360. So it's a 360 exclusive. They're not bringing
Really?
it to one.
Why?
Yeah.
Suck it,
I
current
don't
gen.
know.
Because they're not they're not bringing Unity
They're probably building it
360
right off
under
of
their
the.
own.
Oh, I
That
thought maybe they were just building it straight off of the Assassin's Creed 3 emblem. That way they wouldn't have to port it over to the next gen.
No, Unity is for one only, so it's one and PS4 exclusive, and then Rogue is 360 and PS3 only. So I don't really know their reasoning behind it. I just know that that's the case, and they're coming out within like a month of one another. I think.
I think that's stupid. First of all, they shouldn't be releasing two Assassin's Creed games that close to each other. Second of all,
they're on different consoles, so I feel like they're not going to let them cannibalize each other.
The concept of an assassin going rogue actually sounds really interesting to me. But the only reason I'm not getting rogue is because from what I've heard of it, it sounds like they're basing it off of Assassin's Creed 4, and like most of the naval stuff, like they're focusing it more on like pirating and stuff. And that was honestly the least fun I had in Assassin's Creed 4, which I know a lot of people would disagree with. A lot of people had actually a lot of fun with that, but I to be honest, Assassin's Creed 4 is one of the only Assassin's Creed game that I didn't finish, mainly because that one of the aspects of naval battle just kind of screwed me over and I couldn't even continue the game.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
What happened was, to go forward in one of the stories, I had to upgrade my ship, and because I didn't play the game in like 4 months, I had sold all the stuff off my ship before I found this out. So like I'd have to spend 4 or 5 more hours just to like get a bunch of stuff to like upgrade my ship, and I didn't feel like, doing that because the game just kind of screwed me over,
There was a couple of missions that it asked me to do that, and I never upgraded the ship, and I still, passed the mission, no problem.
It's just difficult, though.
Really?
I love that Nick blames Ubisoft for his poor decision.
Screw
It's like,
Ubisoft.
I decided to sell off all the stuff from my ship, then a mission required me to have this stuff on my ship, and I forgot because I hadn't played it in 4 months. Therefore, it's Ubisoft's fault.
You shouldn't let people sell that stuff then, Like, if you're gonna need it later.
No, because then if you didn't let people sell stuff, they'd be like, "Oh, no, Ubisoft's not getting you freedom."
But wait a
do
minute.
whatever the fuck you want.
Did you
It's not
sell
open world, bro.
Did you
sold
sell your
everything.
metal and your wood and your cloth too?
I sold everything.
God damn it, Nick!
Yeah.
Think you at the first time you touch your boat, it's like, yeah, you're gonna need those to build shit, but you can sell rum and sugar if you want.
I
Yeah.
hadn't played the game in months. That's the problem with it.
But
That's the
very
problem with it. The problem is you didn't play the game in months.
Yes, that's the problem. But most
The
people,
The game
problem
did not
is
keep me entertained enough. Therefore, I didn't play it for months.
No, but
the
people can
game's
just
fault.
You must have played 4 hours into the game and you just gave up.
No, I played it a good 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
I honestly just got too frustrated with it, and I just watched the rest of it on YouTube.
Honestly, I don't know how much Naval is going to play into Rogue, because even though it does have ships and stuff, and it looks like it takes place up in the Arctic, or some of it takes place in the Arctic, they showed us an exclusive trailer, which I swore I had seen, so I don't know how exclusive it was.
Leak.
But it didn't the whole storyline and the whole trailer wasn't dominated by the ships. It really focused on him. There was one scene where there was a naval battle, and then everything else was kind of more focusing on him and his very anti-assassin stance. I'm gonna go kill all my brothers because screw them, like type of thing.
Yeah, and did you notice that during the one like brief part on the ship, Hatham Kenway was with him?
No, I didn't. I mean, I only saw the trailer once, so it wasn't like I was focusing too much. I just was like watching it, super excited, like, oh my god, what else are you gonna show me? And then like 10 minutes later,
I was
they're
kind
like,
of
we're done.
looking for him because I'm like, oh, it's during the Assassin's Creed 3 period. It's he's working over the Templars. Hatham Kenway's got to be there. Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
rumor has it that Achilles and Connor might make appearances.
Achilles? Oh yeah, Achilles. I haven't played that game since like the 8th grade.
Maybe there'll be like a mission
3 years ago, so I don't remember.
Maybe there'll be a mission where you're like trying to assassinate him, but you fail because he's
And that's how you get a limp? I mean, that's how Achilles get a limp?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Connor isn't that interesting, but he's one hell of a fighter.
Well, yeah. You gotta get Charles Lee, man.
Where's Charles Lee? It's almost like Batman, like, where is he?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Where's Charles Lee?
I don't know, man. I'm just selling hot dogs. Do you want one or not?
It's like, even after he killed the Grandmaster of the Templars, he's still like, where's Charles Lee? It's like, really?
Sir, I only asked you for the time. I'm sorry.
Damn it. You don't have a watch, just say it.
It's Charles Lee o'clock.
Wow.
Where's Charles Lee o'clock?
Is that a quarter past Whiskey McPotato o'clock?
What?
The Whiskey McPotato o'clock is actually the happy hour. No.
For
You just get hammered.
I would also...
Oh,
sorry.
You can go.
I was gonna say, I would also like to say that Evolve looks awesome. BT
the
does.
The more I hear about it, the more it sounds like it's gonna be fun. Isn't it gonna be free to play?
What?
I hadn't heard that.
Free to play? No, it's not a free to play game. No, it is not a free to play game. What was cool is they gave me code so I can get into the beta testing, which is exciting. But they were playing like a bunch of the like matches. Oh my god, it looks so much fun and ridiculous and crazy, and definitely a co-op game. Like that's all it is, but it looks awesome.
Vic,
so,
what do I have to do to con you out of one of those codes?
I don't know. I have to like find them first.
Oh.
Because I like threw them all up. I threw like all my stuff into a bag like a couple days ago because I was going to work, and I threw them all in a bag and I just put them upstairs. So I don't really know what's in there. All I know is I got one of my badges. I know that the badge I got signed by Gus and Ray is in there. That's all I know.
That sounds like me when I lose stuff after a trip. Like guaranteed, every time I come home after a trip, I'm gonna lose something. When I came back from Orlando this summer, it was something kind of important. I have this little wireless USB nub thing for my mouse and keyboard, and I couldn't find it. So
Didn't you sit on it?
So I freaked out. Like, I was looking everywhere, couldn't find it. Eventually, we had to order a new one. And then about a week after it came in, after we ordered it, I was all settled with it. My mouse and keyboard were working again. I found my USB node. Turns out I put it in my wallet.
Nice.
Good job.
Your wallet?
Now I have an extra one.
What?
It's really small. Just imagine, like, the width and height of a USB thing. Like, not the actual cord or anything like that. Just the metal part of it.
No, but let me ask you a question. When you were going to purchase the new one on Amazon, and you went into your wallet to pull out your credit card, did you not notice it in there?
Well, it's not my credit card. It was my mom's.
But, like, you must have gone into your wallet, like, several times over, God, how many weeks was that? Like, 2?
Yeah. I did it
14 days. Multiply 14 by 24. That is a lot of hours.
Well, the only reason I found it was because I'll put change in my wallet, and I get annoyed by that, but I only put it in there because I don't like putting change in my pocket because it rattles around. So periodically I'll like do a little dump of my wallet to like get the little indentation out of it. And then like one time I'm like, oh, there's still one in there. And that doesn't feel like a coin. And then I just stared at my wallet and was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I know that feeling.
Like, well, shit.
Well, just wanted to update you guys. A bug just went up my nose, and it's bothering me.
Do you say a
Nice.
A bug went up my nose.
Thanks for that update.
God,
I don't know how that worked
my
out.
OCD is acting out.
So Nick, you are snorting bugs now?
Yeah, like Timon from The Lion King. I'm just like finding them grubs and logs and stuff, and instead of like consuming them, I'm inhaling them through my nose.
How high could you get from snorting a mosquito or a flea, considering they fly?
Dead.
Well,
You get dead.
no, you wouldn't be dead.
Well, bugs in your lungs might kill you.
No,
I imagine.
not even that. You like accidentally swallow or accidentally inhale stuff all the time. Your body just like, mucus and earwax and stuff like that is for. Is to filter out all that crap. Like, honestly, what's gonna happen if that bug stays up in your nose is it's probably gonna die, get turned into a booger, and you're gonna sneeze it out.
But do you think lungs have ever filtered out like bugs? Like, you think anyone's ever like?
Yeah,
Hey, you know
like
what, I'm not gonna go into this because
it'll get stuck in mucus and you're just gonna cough it up. Granted, I'm not a doctor here, nor have I ever studied anything medical. This is just my guess.
Can bugs be a new name for drugs and now snorting dem bugs?
Although you could always, isn't like snorting crushed beetle a thing, like beetle powder?
Is it?
What?
I think so.
What the fuck?
It's like some weird
What
Indian
country
thing.
is that?
India. I don't know.
Can you turn beetles into powder?
Yeah, like they have the hard shell. You just like take the shells and you crush them.
Yeah, but they're filled with just
I'm
the shell.
Googling this shit right now.
Yeah, TJ the drugs guy.
Jesus.
So I do
don't quote me
snorting
on that.
beetle power on Google. My first
TJ's
hit
got all this
is
stuff in the
naked
garage.
lunch.
What?
Lunch, naked lunch.
The film.
Everybody
apparently.
take your clothes off because it's naked lunchtime, yay!
Okay, this is coming from
Is that a thing, really?
I don't
Already
know.
just down.
just for clarification. I know
dicks and
nothing
things,
about
so-
this subject. Just know that people snort stupid things because I had a couple friends in about 7th grade who brought coffee grounds to school and snorted them in the cafeteria.
Why?
Oh my god.
I think
Just
everybody
drink
had
the
those
damn
friends.
coffee. It tastes a lot better.
Wait, they were snorting coffee?
Yes. And they got caught. They got caught by the administration.
And they were like, "Fuck you."
Oh my
I think-
god.
I had-
school,
I had friends in middle school who snorted that pixie dust that Wonka made. That was just like
Oh
sugar.
yeah.
God.
They
Somebody
who
help
were
me.
literally just like taking that up their nose and pretending like they were doing drugs in like the 7th grade.
Okay.
Is it like they're training for cocaine? Is that it?
Yeah,
Probably.
they're training for high school. I go to public
It's a
school.
gateway drug, guys.
it's like the
The pixie
difference.
dust.
It's the difference between smoking Smarties and snorting pixie dust.
It only takes a cigarette and a lighter, and I don't know what else.
And
You know,
pixie dust.
you know what else
And
they're doing?
pixie
Does it-
dust.
what other people are also doing? I don't know if anybody else had this, but does anybody remember that it's still around, but does anybody know what Mio is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Mio, like the flavored.
Yeah, you like stick it
Yeah.
in your water.
People would like bring.
I don't know what that is.
It's like water flavoring, but
It's an
like
American.
liquid.
You don't
Yeah.
understand.
It's
So
Whoa!
Fucking
Like-
foreigners wouldn't understand.
Those here, I guess. Victoria.
So what people are doing at my middle school is they were bringing like all those to school, and they just like pour half of it into their mouths. And keep in mind, this is like a $3 or $4 bottle of just like water flavoring.
Why? Like, what were they trying to achieve?
I don't know.
middle.
I mean YOLO, right?
This was in middle
No,
school.
this is like stupid. That's not
Yeah,
even
right.
YOLO.
Exactly.
Middle schoolers are stupid.
Dumb.
That's just dumb.
Being one of them, I know that middle schoolers are stupid.
You're a college student.
I
Middle
know,
school
but
is
I
fun,
can
though.
still remember
You have
middle
ascended, Jay.
And we
You-
were
No, I
stupid.
remember being a middle school tool. I think the closest we ever got to that was like the warheads. If y'all remember, I don't know if y'all even know what that is, but
Yeah,
they're
warheads.
like jawbreakers that were like super sour.
Yeah.
And we would like challenge each other to see how many we could actually suck on at once because it like we thought it would like increase the sour.
And then somebody started
Uh-oh.
bleeding from their mouths.
I don't even like
Well, but that's
a lot of sour
that's
things
not
like that.
as stupid as snorting pixie dust.
No,
or
it's not.
playing,
But I
like,
mean, I'm trying to associate it with drinking flavor, or, like water
He's trying
flavor.
to associate it with
It
some
makes
things.
no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Speaking of candies, the other day I had my first Snickers ever.
How'd you like it?
Hey, congratulations!
Hey, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
You know
you
what
had
I
some
really
shitty
want?
American candy.
I really want a Kit Kat bar.
Kit Kat
What
bars are
would you
good.
do for a...
Man, those
Oh,
are
wait, wrong
expensive
theme
here.
song.
Does that have
Oh,
anything to do
fucking
with
one.
urban?
What is that
Tower.
expensive here? Let's just take a moment to let it sink in.
Not expensive there.
Kit Kats are expensive.
Whoa!
Not expensive. You know what's cheap? Brazil. So goddamn many of them.
Thanks. Hashtag thanks, guys.
Wow,
That wasn't
Vic.
what I was trying to imply. But
Well, I mean, yeah.
it's been a long week. I apologize.
I
Hashtag
mean,
letting
Credd gotten you really tired.
I'm gonna stop now. Can someone please edit that out, please?
Please
Please
don't.
edit it. Our wonderful editor can just edit that out, right? Right?
Nope.
Maybe.
No taking
Please.
back these.
Please. Please. Yay!
Oh, come on.
I
I
liked
That was the
gave
it,
it.
best
guys.
part yet.
I'm
Pussy down.
totally liked.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody likes me.
This is
Everybody
just like the
likes
old
me.
podcasts.
Just
Throw
like,
Vic under the bus.
Yeah, can we not?
Well, Vic threw herself under
Well,
the
and
bus. In
then,
fairness,
and then I asked, like, and said, "Can someone please edit that out?" And all you were like, "No."
no, fuck that.
I feel like that could have really led to a funny conversation.
Just so the
though.
rest of this conversation makes sense, just keep it out. That way people ask, what were they talking about?
Yeah, keep the
It'll
suspense
be
there.
like Gavin in that episode of Fibbage.
Oh god.
Oh, that was funny.
What could he have said that was so
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If because they put on there it was Ray or Gavin, one of the two. Oh, it must have been Gavin.
It was all
Who
Gavin.
said like sniff tester of cunt juice or some shit like that. Like and like they leave that in. What the fuck did they edit
This
out?
left in smaller Italians.
It's usually something like,
racist?
no,
Or
well,
maybe
yeah, maybe,
Holocaust
or
related?
name dropping, stuff
That
like
would've been
that.
bad.
They usually beep out, it seems.
So maybe
Or
they were
personal
talking about
info.
somebody.
Like really,
Hmm.
really personal info they don't want to share.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I feel like that's not something you put on Fibbage.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Especially if you know it's going to be in a video.
Okay, so I know somebody's gonna bring this up, so I thought I might as well be the person to do it. The iPhone 6 and the Apple Watch.
Overrated.
Yeah, I don't
haven't
really
seen
care.
that.
I still have
The
an
idea
iPhone
of an
4.
iWatch seems
Sorry.
stupid to me.
The thing is, they put Siri in the iWatch, and I saw this
Oh,
tweet from
God.
I don't remember what celebrity, but somebody tweeted, "I can't wait to look like one of the guys from Star Trek when I'm talking to Siri from my Apple Watch."
Yep.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
the
that'd be
guys on
kinda
Star
cool.
Trek all talk to their wrist.
Well, the
Yeah,
motion
it's
picture they did.
Buttons on their shirts or they
No,
have
the
flip
original
communicators.
motion picture, the very first Star Trek movie.
Yeah, but they didn't have watches.
Yes, they did.
Well, that movie was terrible.
Right. It doesn't matter if it's whether it's terrible or not. The
Because
point
they
is
were
it
using
happened. You're like, no,
iWatches.
they didn't, but they did. Movie bad or not, they did.
The movie was bad, so I only watched it once.
I was thinking
I
it
don't
was more
remember
like
these
Power
things.
Rangers.
Go Power Rangers.
Well, can I morph into a Power Ranger with an iWatch?
But yeah, actually, one of the cool things about the iWatch that does seem like it could be beneficial is that supposedly right before they, people were saying they were going to announce it, Apple hired a bunch of I don't know, biochemists and technicians or something like that. Basically, people that specialize in biometrics.
Mhm.
And supposedly, one of the things about the iWatch is it's supposed to be able to, tell blood level, things like that.
Like blood pressure and stuff like that.
Yeah, supposedly it could be really good for diabetics. Granted, I knew nothing about what they announced in the announcement because I already knew they were going to announce the iPhone 6 and the iWatch, so I was like, I don't care. But this is just like speculation I read before it came out. And one of the reasons I bring this up is because my mom's a nurse, and she said that this would be something that would really help out in hospitals because then they could just have like a supply of iWatches, to give to patients when they come in. They could have them all like sync to a central computer, and it's like, give the patient something to use. Like they could use it to swipe TV channels or something like that. Call a nurse, all from their watch.
So I guess it's not so overrated after all.
I don't trust Apple.
I would like to point out that there has a watch like this out for like 3 years now. And
The Nike watch?
Thing.
No, Pebble. Pebble's been out for years, and nobody cared about it.
Let's clarify Pebble here.
It's not Apple.
Pebble's uses are very limited and has a horrible screen, and it's the quality of that thing is questionable at best.
Oh yeah, I just looked it up. It looks like
the battery might last 3 days. Yes, but the other uses of Pebble,
But we dumped the money and the effort into a small company that developed it first, and like developed this idea first. We don't put the money into it and don't push it to what it possibly can do until Apple turns around and goes, "Hey, look, we can do this now," and then everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, it's now the new thing. I can't live without it."
Well, you're also making
I don't
the
think
assumption
anybody's
that... Hold on. You're also making the assumption that Apple has not been working on something like this for years. Apple has more than once seen something come to market and go, "Okay, that's an interesting design. Let's make it better."
Yeah,
additionally, Pebble's design, along with most of the other watches out there, are geared around that company's goal and that one company's goal. Well, Apple does things differently, and they go for the user experience. And I seriously doubt there's any of these other smartwatches, if you want to call them that, are going to have any of the elegance and the class that an Apple Watch is going to have.
I don't know.
Can we please not start naming stuff smart something like smartwatches, smart toilet? Smart toilet would be a great concept. Like, hey, you just pooped
smart toilet.
500 kilograms. Wow, that's a lot of shit.
It's not.
It tells you what you're eating.
500 kilograms? That's a whole lot of shit.
Always Louise brings it back to the shit jokes.
I'm sorry. I didn't even think. I was just saying stuff. It's just coming out. Like diarrhea. You guys ever had diarrhea? Anyway, we were talking.
Wow.
Was
Nick about to say something? I felt like he was.
Yeah, I was gonna go back to what you said before. Apple's motto, I think, is like, it's not about who did it first, it's about who did it best. I am also going to add on to that, saying I am not going to get the first edition of the iWatch. I'm going to get the 4th edition because I remember when Apple came out with the iPhone, the first model was a piece of shit. And then they came out with like the 3 or the 3G, I think, or they might just be the same thing. And everyone was like raving about it, and it was okay. It was okay. I know a lot of people had it, and they just said it was good. And then the 4 was really good.
Well, wasn't the 4 that had
if
this
you think about it,
problem with antennas?
I don't know. If they do, then that would explain the iPhone. But if you think about it, all the technology that's
is that you look back on the iPhone now, the original iPhone. Sorry, DJ. I think I might be having a lag issue. Hang on a second, y'all.
Well, I don't know where Jim was going, but I'll go over. Anyway,
Bye, Jim.
If you think about it, no, he's not going like where he was going with that statement. Shut up, Luis. You're confusing me. Anyway, what I was saying was I forgot what I was saying. Damn you, Luis. Oh yeah, if you think about it, the technology that's in the current like iPhone generation is the same technology that's going into this watch. So you can say it's a piece of shit, but it's a very technologically advanced piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, like they haven't really done anything like yet per se. What I think they're doing is that they're releasing something that's like mediocre, which means it's good, but it's still pretty.
Well,
shitty.
something
and in the next generation they're just kind of like gonna want to build off of that, you know.
Something I'm.
But
no, sorry. Go. Okay, something I'm worried about is when I think it was like the 90s or something when Apple fired Steve Jobs. They didn't have his input and they decided to go with like the iFriend or whatever, or the It was like some stupid personal.
So stupid. iFriend.
Actually, no, they didn't have any devices back then, but they had this personal assistant that they were making. It was before they were coming out with the iPod, and it was terrible. Nobody wanted it. Nobody cared. And then they rehired Steve Jobs back, and when he came back, Apple came out with the iPod. They became what they are today. And I'm just afraid that now that Steve Jobs is gone, all of their new ideas are going to be terrible. And Gus actually brought it up on the podcast a couple weeks ago. How Apple isn't focusing on the important things as much anymore. They're focusing on dumb things like, which way should the reflection be on the icon? And what color should the palette be on this? And, they aren't worried about, is this going to work? Does this actually work? Do people understand this? Is it user-friendly? They're just like, ooh, that's a nice shade of lavender.
I mean, you gotta get that lavender right.
I do want to interject on that, TJ. I've heard that before, but I want to interject here for just a second. There is a story that Steve Jobs tells in his biography where you're talking about like the stupid little things that Apple's trying to focus on now, where Steve Jobs literally goes and shuts down an entire floor of the corporate office and brings everyone's attention to this one graphics designer that's there on the floor, and he basically cusses out the guy in front of all these people and tells everybody that they're horrible failures because they keep screwing up and making these terrible decisions, and it was over the shade of orange that the iPod icon was for the original iPhone. Like, I disagree. I don't think Apple's focusing on the same thing like that anymore.
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean, because there were some things like that I also heard about him doing.
Yeah,
but
I'm kind of trashing the I think I was trashing the iWatch, but I'm going to be honest. If anyone can make wearable technology like useful and popular, I'm pretty sure it's Apple. Like, even though Steve Jobs sadly left a couple of years back, they've still been doing pretty well for themselves, I think.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I'd love to see more wearable technology. If someday we get a Pip-Boy, like the ones from Fallout, man, that would be great. But I kind of worry about, and this is going to make me sound a little like a crazy old man dressed with aluminum foil, but I don't know if they, for example, the iWatch. Do Apple have access to all the info that goes on the iWatch, like they probably do with the iPhone? Because I really don't feel comfortable sharing information, especially with them, and especially nowadays,
it's too late.
considering all the crap that's going around.
NSA already knows everything there is to know about you, Luis.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's going to be an essay.
Nathan Sanders, they
know your favorite left sock.
I feel like Vic has been trying to say something for the past 10 minutes.
Huh? No, I kind of just want to.
Oh, you keep turning your mic on, like you're going to say something.
I also am just surfing the web, and it's out of habit, so sorry.
Oh.
If you hear me go, and then, oh my god, stop it. All right. Sorry, I was on Rooster
Sorry,
Teeth
I was trying to help you
as
out.
far as the day.
Sorry, Jim.
Sorry, I was going to try to.
Okay,
I was going to try to
got
address
it.
Luis's concern.
I was clicking my button just
You can go fuck
so
off
the
now.
light would go on.
You can go fuck off now.
To address your concern, Luis, Apple is a company who collects very, very little personal information about its company, its customers. It's not like Google, who makes money off of knowing stuff about you, so that they can sell ads about you to basically their advertisers, and they can make more money that way. Apple doesn't operate on that basis. So Apple does a lot of they do some really, really far out methods to protect your privacy, like hardware encryption on the iPhones and the iPods and the iPads and things like that are not accessible and that don't allow access to the internet or anything of that nature, that information that never leaves the phone itself. And compared to pretty much everybody else, including Microsoft, who is compared to Google, doesn't collect as much information, Apple collects very, very little information. So I would be more willing to trust Apple than anyone else. But I think I understand your concern is that we're getting to that point where we have all these things that tell us so much about ourselves. Who else is going to find out? Who else could have access to this kind of thing? And I'm with you on that. I would be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it myself.
Well, it's more like
it's not only Apple; it's everything. Yeah, go on, Vic.
Any company can turn around and be like, "We don't collect that much information," but in reality, I don't think you're ever gonna know like how much information a website or a company's collecting, because look at Facebook. They were doing an entire social experiment under everybody's noses, and no one knew about it until they released it. So, I mean, in general, I guess the company can, like, just, for me, especially with, like, all of NSA, everything that's gone down with, like, NSA and Facebook and all of that, it's just gone to the point where if I'm on the internet and I use, like, my cell phone and stuff, I'm just going to assume that companies are collecting information about me, and either I have to accept that as, like, a part of life, or I'm gonna, have to just cut myself off. It's that just now with you never know, I guess. Well, like I said, a company could say like, "Oh, we don't do that," but they can be.
Yeah, and they probably are.
Well, I mean, there was a story that came out. I don't know if it was like a year ago or maybe a little bit shorter time ago, but apparently Verizon caught this who had like all these pictures of underage people on this guy's phone, and they turned him in because they could like see through his pictures, which is good. But in turn, people found out that Verizon was looking through their pictures. So there's ups and downs to getting information.
Yeah,
for a company.
A lot of sometimes companies aren't necessarily tracking information, but other times it'll be like government agencies that are like, "Hey, this company here, you have access to this information. You aren't actually collecting it. We want you to send us that data anyway because we're the government and we say so."
Yeah.
Yep.
But
That's the way that Apple gets around that is they do a lot of on-device encryption. So they go, "Well, we can't give you that information because it's all encrypted before we ever get a hold of it." That's Apple's defense in a lot of those situations. I'm with you though. I don't know the situation with what happened with Verizon, but as somebody who worked as a PC technician for 5.5 years, I ran into a situation where we found child pornography on somebody's computer, and we have to turn them in. Federal law here in the U.S., you have to turn them in. Like, I wasn't snooping through his stuff. I was trying to do a virus removal, and all these files that were like crazy names that I'm not going to repeat here on this podcast popped up, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And so we had to contact the police department and get them involved. And so sometimes things like that happens. I don't know if Verizon was doing some sort of system check and that just happened to roll across and somebody was diligent about it or what. So I think it's a little unfair to just say, "Oh yeah, well, Verizon's watching everything you do." Maybe they are, but I don't know that they are.
That kind of goes back to what I said, like, you never know. Like, you either just have to accept that people or, companies are watching you, or just turn everything off type thing.
Right.
You just, you just, no one knows. Everyone lies, and then, shit comes out. The government said we didn't watch us, and then NSA was like, "Hey guys, we actually were."
Hey,
Well,
Nathan Sanders Anderson.
The government was like, "We don't watch you," and then the NSA just poked their head over your shoulder, and they're like, "We actually are."
And
They're standing in your doorway with a little pen and paper, writing down everything you're doing. Go, no, we're not watching you.
And then
they
government's
whisper
like, "Shut
softly
up."
into your ear.
Can you imagine how creepy that would be, like in a present form? Like you're trying to take a dump, and then
Oh my
this
God.
random guy, like
Luis,
we
always
already
gotta
discussed.
Bring it back to the stupid.
We already discussed how the NSA would look like. It would be Nathan Sanders Anderson, like middle-aged, kind of fat guy, a little bald. Then you're taking a dump, and someone just opens your bathroom door on a clipboard.
I don't know what to say to you anymore.
Oh, thank you, Vic.
Sir, what are you doing in
Shelly,
my house?
people
Don't worry, I'm
wireless.
from the NSA.
Don't worry, I'm from the MSA. I'm a trained professional. I know how to do this.
Wait, let me just check. Your favorite flavor of donuts is... I work for the government, don't worry.
Yeah, this is
Why did you need
just
to know?
a donut
National
survey.
security.
It's a national security whether or not you like Mars bars or Snickers. If you like
By the
way-
Snickers, you're a terrorist.
By the
If
way,
you don't
you're
like
out of
Snickers, then
mayonnaise.
you're fine.
According to studies, if you like raspberry donuts, you're probably working for like aliens who wanted to take
I
over
am
the
an alien.
Earth.
I'm actually a
No,
magical
you're a magical
turkey.
chicken.
No,
Yeah,
I'm a magical turkey.
Turkey, I'm sorry, you're a magical turkey.
God damn it. Get it right, bro.
I'm sorry, Vic.
Yeah, bro.
Actually, you know what I just thought of?
No.
Google might be spying on a lot of people because you know how Google Earth just kind of like zooms in into
Might
like
be.
aerial view.
You
Of
know
a
how many
lot of-
times Google's been sued in the last
No, no.
5 years for data privacy breaches?
No, but like I mean in a more private way. I mean, you know how Google Earth just kind of like it's an aerial view of like a bunch of different of like the entire Earth basically. And
Yeah.
the only reason I'm thinking of this is because I have a window on the roof of my bathroom, so
So you're afraid somebody is looking in and watching you shit.
I'm afraid Google Earth is spying on me. While
Have you ever
I'm,
Or-
checked
you know,
Google Earth?
They're
taking
gonna
shit.
sit there and see Nick standing in the middle of his bathroom, fapping over the toilet, and they're gonna go, "Oh look,
Exactly.
he's being a teenage male, like teenage males have been for fucking thousands of years."
Or
No,
Oh,
he's just
no.
going to be lying down spread eagle on the ground.
he's classier than that. He jerks off in the shower.
Yeah,
Son, there
Because
better
you
be
can
something
just, like,
real special
wash-
about your wang. I mean,
You can just
for them to
wash
give a
that
damn.
shit down the drain, and you don't have to worry about it. It's like no cleanup, and you can just wash yourself right there. It's perfect.
Who hasn't done that though?
And then you guys complain that I talk about poop.
Yep.
Yeah, because
You're
talking about
way
Nick
worse than
jerking
jizz.
off.
poop and cum are two different things,
Yeah.
Lewis.
Exactly.
Shitting and masturbating, way two entirely different categories.
And
What is that?
masturbating is more. Shitting is more taboo than masturbation.
Masturbating is a
Is it
little
though?
bit more classy.
Wait. I don't
Yeah,
think
totally.
that's true.
Okay, TJ, I'm being really fucking sarcastic.
Come on, TJ.
I'm
it
normally
right, bro.
I'm normally Mr. Sarcasm, but I couldn't tell.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
were
well,
we being sarcastic?
It's what? Do you really masturbate to eagle
No,
in the toilet?
no,
and, like,
no.
Wait, are you touching your poop?
He's touching his dick right
Maybe.
now. We all know it.
He's
With your
spread eagle
poop?
on the toilet right
With
now.
his poop.
It's private, Vic. Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was supposed to spread your secrets around.
Vic,
Are
I
you
sent that
with
Snapchat
Google?
only to you. Why
Well-
would you tell everyone?
Oh
He
God.
He sure seems to be spreading his secrets all around, if you know what I mean.
Spreading.
Eagle style.
Seed.
It's on the wall. It's on the ceiling.
God.
Oh my god, I watched Scary Movie last week, and that scene where they're having like that sex scene where they're upstairs and that girl gets like hosed onto the ceiling.
Oh God.
No.
Oh man, that was
I haven't watched that movie.
that was weird. It was funny, but it was mighty strange.
It's
So-
always mighty strange.
That should be the tagline
Vic
for this
said that
movie
so
series.
deadpan.
I was it supposed to be funny? Because I just kind of said it.
Vic was just like, she said it so deadpan, like, it's always mighty strange. Like, well, somebody knows.
Oh, sexual innuendos and
Indu.
masturbation.
Innuendos.
And
Oh,
poop.
and yeah, if you're into that stuff, I think you know what. I think Lewis is an anal guy
Yeah, yeah.
because he talks about poop and
Wait.
the poopers so
He's
much.
an
Wait.
ass, man.
He
Let's
likes
define
his
on
butts.
what end.
And he cannot lie.
He likes his butts and he cannot lie. The other brothers deny. When a girl walks in and immediately wasting a round thing in his face, he
You
gets
get
sprung. He gets sprung.
I think-
we don't. He
I think,
does.
I think Luis is a catcher.
I think so too.
A catcher?
Yeah.
He's a,
Think
he's a
about
power
it, bro.
bottom.
Think about it.
Like in the butt.
Yeah, like on the bottom. Get it?
Oh!
You're the cat. Oh my god. Wow. It's an anal joke, bro. You get it stuck in the pooper.
Anal sex.
I'm just gonna like.
No,
flat out
I
say
get it now that we're talking about butt sex.
There we go. It only took. that
All
long.
right, it clicks. Yay.
I'm so happy. He now understands.
He now I'll
This
get your
is-
insult towards
This
him.
has been
Just
the
went off.
most crude
Was it
I've
an insult?
been in, like,
I'm not
2
sure if I
weeks.
still fully understand it. But
Just
anyway.
go with it. Just go with it. Just go with it. Go with it. Go with it. Just, you are
All right, I
gay.
say we take a vote. Because I feel like we should. Because we talked about the Apple thing, but there's something else that I felt like happened recently that was very big. It's a video game that was released. So questions, or do we talk about Destiny?
Oh yeah.
I haven't played it, so can we not talk about Destiny?
All right, fine.
I just
okay.
don't like Bungie.
God
Get out
damn,
of
Nick,
here.
what are you doing on this podcast, man? Oh, don't like Apple. I don't like Bungie.
I
Well, I
didn't say
don't
I
like
didn't like
Apple.
Apple.
Wait,
I
wait,
love
wait,
Apple. I'm
Nick,
getting the iPhone 6 as
do
soon as
you
it comes
like-
out.
I like
Plus-
video games.
Wait, what? Do I like what?
No, Nick, because
Oh, I
you
thought
know
you
the
said
main
Dick.
topics were Apple, Bungie, and butts and butt sex.
Wait, I'm curious. Why
You
don't
want me
you
to
like
tell
Bungie?
you which ones I like and don't like?
I feel
He
like
likes
these are
butts.
all three activities that Nick looks at from afar.
Wait, so he watches gay porn?
Hey,
I mean,
Does
Nick,
he
it
imagine
doesn't
he's
have
on the
to be-
bottom?
It doesn't have
No.
to be.
I don't know that Nick's of legal age to consume such content, but
Well, I
Uh,
mean, give condoms to 13-year-olds, so anything goes nowadays.
that's
but,
true. I guess it's
Nick,
age
it
of
doesn't
consent
have
in
to
your
be
state.
porn for that.
Yeah, but I'm sure 13-year-old
right,
boys
he
have
could
found
not-
the porn sites.
Yeah, I mean, he could not watch gay porn. He could be a real fucking weirdo and stand outside somebody's window and watch.
That's
like,
creepy. Isn't
for
that
real
I'm with
illegal?
the NSA.
way worse than watching
Yeah.
gay porn.
Nick is actually the NSA. Damn it.
I should have known. I should have known.
My
he was
name
the
starts with
NSA.
N. How could you not put 2 and 2 together?
I don't know.
Your actual name is Nathan.
Nathan Lane.
Middle name
So you're
Marshall,
gay.
last name
Okay.
S.
Nathan Sanders Anderson.
Okay.
Anyway,
Lane.
so
We
questions.
should move on to questions
Questions.
before we
Right,
insult
so-
any more people.
Yeah.
I think I'm next on the list of people to get insulted. Let's move on.
All right.
Well then.
Questions. Someone ask a question now. Right now. At it.
Questions.
Oh yeah, while you guys were
Wow.
gone, this game a thing.
Oh my god. I think I'm gonna leave the podcast. I resign
Please don't.
I'm done.
What?
We should do it
Him
in
yelling
unison.
into the microphone like he's been doing podcasts since episode
I haven't
freaking
been
one.
listening. I've been super
Ugh.
busy. I have had shit going on. You know,
See, you're
been a
talking
little
about
crazy
poop now.
right now.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
Poop, like real poop. I'm talking about just like not literal shit. I'm talking about metaphysical shit. There's a difference.
That metaphysical shit, dog.
Metaphysical. I love it.
Pretty much. Ask the damn question. Ask it. Ask it.
I'm looking for it.
Oh my
Sweet
god.
Jesus, we've been screwing around this
Okay.
whole time.
So.
So,
Well, this
so
is
what?
appropriate. This one was sent by Sunny88P, and he asks,
Please
Of
ask
course.
if it's about butt set.
it's kind of, a
Oh my
foursome is 4 people having sex. A threesome is 3 people having sex. Are you handsome?
He's
Nice.
funny.
But
I
a foursome
don't
is
get
not
it.
called a foursome, it's called an orgy.
Well, still a foursome. Like there's 4 people.
Or a couple's
If there's
retreat,
like
if you want to call
if
it
there's
that.
like if there's 4 people, it's gonna be a foursome and an orgy and 2 twosomes and or you could have a threesome and a handsome because like I mean maybe somebody likes to watch threesomes.
Somebody's sitting out.
Yeah. right,
Handsome.
maybe.
I just got it.
Oh my god.
Seems like
Luis,
Vic's been
ask the
taking
next
time
question,
to
please.
read
Like
the
jerking
question.
off.
No, I want answers.
am I handsome? I have a boyfriend, so no, obviously not.
I'm handsome right now. Oh.
she's
Oh god, I knew it.
she's handsome only on the lonely nights.
Yeah, you're right. Well, not really, because I just go to bed and wake up at 5:15 to go to the gym. So, no.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nasty.
You can feel
Vic's
the
like a
awkwardness
voyeur. She's
in
like,
the
I'm
air.
gonna go to the,
I'm gonna go to the gym.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym and do the handsome thing.
No, I don't do it there. I fucking training
gonna
for
do
a
it for you at the gym.
triathlon. I'm training
Those
for a
weights, bro.
triathlon.
Oh, are you now?
Yeah.
She's working on her stamina.
Shut up.
What about the shake weights?
I'm gonna...
Now I
Again,
threw you under the bus.
I resign. You all can find another girl to do this shit. Have a nice day.
I feel like we just threw her under the Titanic, to be honest.
All right, Luis, you're the new girl.
Wait, what?
He catches anyway, so.
Go ahead and buy yourself
Hey,
a wig.
come on. That's rude.
Oh my god. Okay,
Jesus.
next question.
Now I'm
Can we
starting to
stop with this
understand what
handsome
catcher
stuff?
means.
Uh,
Fuck you guys.
You just figured out what cat. Really?
I'm
Again?
not sure if I figured it out already.
Okay.
Next
It
question.
means
Just
you're
read the
a
next
guy
question.
and you take it a butt.
Okay, fuck you guys.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Thanks
I
for
can't.
clarifying, TJ.
Oh, duh.
You. Oh, come
Next
on.
question.
Okay, this one was sent by Dr. Sparks, and she asks, would you ever want to be abducted by aliens? Also, do you think anyone would believe you if you got back to Earth?
No, man, anal probing.
Louise?
I didn't
Louise
think
might like
about
it.
that.
He's right. If it was like Star Wars related abduction, I would never come back, so no one would ever know. There.
I hear abducted by aliens, and the only thing I can think of is the movie Alien and the Alien Isolation game that's coming out next month. And I don't think I would survive. I think I would just die.
I don't know. That kind of sounds like Guardians of the Galaxy. How in the beginning of that movie, the character.
Spoilers, man.
Spoilers,
It's not a
Ian.
spoiler. You know he's gonna be in
Spoilers.
space.
I'm
gets-
high on believing.
Sorry that I
Then
spoiled
spoilers,
the first
though.
minute of the movie. The
Spoilers.
kid gets abducted as a kid. Okay, that's what it reminds me
How
of.
dare you
God damn it,
totally
TJ,
ruin
just
the
ruined
freaking
the
movie.
movie.
You just ruined
I
everything
can't-
I can't watch it now.
about
I can't
the
watch it for the
plot.
third time now.
Oh my god.
Spencer, you're getting muted.
Screw you, man. Screw you. Oh, by the way, I met somebody the other day who doesn't like Guardians of the Galaxy, and it happens to be the IT guy at
What
work.
is wrong with him?
Well, they can
He's
get
a fucking asshole. That's what he is.
Hey,
Wow.
he's a cool guy. He's the only IT guy in the entire region of the Red Cross in my district. So, he's the only one. You have to be super nice to him, but he's a really cool guy too. So let's not
But he's still
be the
wrong.
IT guy.
Make sure to send him this podcast so we can
I
tell him
am
he's
not
dumb.
going to. I'm not sending him this podcast. No.
I don't think anybody.
This podcast does not need to get shared around my workplace because
I feel
that
like
would
this
just-
podcast shouldn't even be released. It's been pretty terrible.
Oh
Well-
no, it's not. It's being really quality
Oh,
material.
I
God.
mean, like we only get 20
Really
views,
proud of-
so I'm totally okay with it going out. Because I'm pretty
Well-
sure I can name all 20 people.
Well, like speaking of sharing podcast, like I go to Model UN now, and like they wanted you to, they like did this whole thing where people, know you, like get to know you, like one of the name games, and I'm like, hi, I'm TJ, and they wanted you to name an interesting fact, and I'm like, I have a podcast.
Oh god.
so
Oh no.
so eventually they're probably gonna remember I told them that and ask me what the podcast is.
Please don't. I don't want anyone to hear this. I don't want to lose my job.
No, I know how to scare them off. I will specifically refer them to the Quirky and Spencer episode.
Oh, the
God.
Pokemon fucking.
I made
Wait,
10
that's
minutes
what-
into that episode, and I was like, nope, I'm not even playing this game.
That's
that
what
was
they
a great
did.
episode too.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Oh, what
gosh.
episode was that?
Well, answering the question, I agree with Vic. If it was anything like Star Wars related, then yeah, it would be cool. Like, if I had to come back to Earth or something, if people would believe me, they would probably fucking do if I turned on the lightsaber on their face. They're like, check this out, bitch.
Better not be that Qui-Gon Jinn shit.
No, but think about it. Star Wars was a long,
Nobody
long
got that
time
reference?
ago. So
In a galaxy
imagine how much
far,
more...
far away.
Yeah, so imagine how much more advanced they are right now.
I just
Mhm.
want a
But-
fucking lightsaber, and I want to be BFFs with Obi-Wan.
Except
That's
that
all I want out of
wouldn't,
life.
It wouldn't be a galaxy. It wouldn't be a long time ago. It would be now.
Yeah, be right now.
It'd be right now in a galaxy far, far away.
If I could, if I could, I would probably do something more like Star Trek, and then I would come back, and would anybody believe me? No, because I would say it was all a lie and just make it up and write books, and then get those books turned into movies. And
It was a
be filthy
dream.
rich.
Wow, that's actually really
So-
smart.
If it was
So-
Star Trek, it would come back and write books about Star Trek.
Well, I mean, if it was Star Trek like, if you abducted by aliens, and they're like, oh, we're explorers, and we picked you, and we're going to go explore the galaxy, and in 5 years, we're going to bring you back to Earth.
Can you get
could
me?
write something
I
like
want to
that.
come with you.
Chances are, with luck,
Oh, do you?
everybody
Oh,
would
do
probably
I?
be like, "Oh, this doesn't make any sense. Your book is bad." Meh.
It would
You
be
could
truly,
write,
it would be
like-
truly alien though. Like that's the thing that like some sci-fi shows have tried to like tackle is the idea that something is truly alien to humanity. And we even talked about this one time. Didn't we in a
Yeah.
podcast? We were talking
Yeah.
about writing a book from an alien's point of view, but we can't
Yeah.
do that because we can't get outside our own existence. So this would be that thing. It'd be like, oh man, this Jim Survac guy, he's got his shit.
But then it
Like-
turns out that aliens are just like humans. You know, greedy, dumb.
Assholey.
Horny.
They masturbate
Horny.
under skylights.
They jerk off in the eagle spread position.
They read 50 Shades of
Google
Alien.
watching them.
50 Shades of Alien. Oh my god, I saw
Shifty
that.
Shades of Grey.
I saw that trailer for 50 Shades of Grey, and I immediately wanted to gouge my eyes out. I don't know why I watched it.
I didn't even watch the trailer. I was like, oh, okay, well,
I
that's
was
not
like,
surprising.
huh, I wonder what this is. And then it just went all downhill, and I cried.
Shifty
Nice,
Shades of
Nick.
Grey.
50
Hash-
Shades of suck on this dick.
No, it's
If it were aliens, it
Nick
would just be
wrote
like,
hashtag Shifty Shades of Grey.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be our fanfic. I
50
Close.
Shades of Grey. That's our new hashtag. If anyone wants to beat us, you need a hashtag that. Otherwise, I will not reply to you. And when I mean that, I mean I run the Twitter, and I will not reply to you unless you hashtag
Vic,
that.
yes.
Vic can be pretty mean.
She's hogging the Twitter account from us.
Yeah, they don't even know the password, even though I told them like 3 times.
They didn't.
I
I'm
swear
pretty-
to God, when I first made the Twitter, I was like, "This is gonna be the password." And
That
I was
was-
like, "Okay."
That was like 7 months ago.
Okay, should we do one more question and then probably call it good?
Yeah, because we still have to read the questions for the audience too.
Okay, let's next gen.
I'm
Just ask
looking
it.
for a question. Calm down.
I could refute EJ on the last podcast where he said that Strike Suit Zero sucks.
Your mom sucks.
Really?
Yeah, I know she does, but that's what we're talking about.
Oh.
This is not news.
Snap.
Oh.
I think you just dissed yourself?
You just did. He just did your mom.
Wait, my mom or?
Yeah,
I thought he
your
was talking about
mom.
his mom.
No, your mom.
Well, fuck you
Yeah,
too.
your mom.
There we go. Now we caught up.
Okay, now I found the question.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I cannot ask this one because Nick's here. It was going to be one of your questions, Nick. Okay, here's one. This one was also sent by Sunny, and he asks, "What is your idea of heaven on earth?"
I don't know. Star Wars.
Well,
I have to think long and hard
war
about
is
that.
what I'm getting out of this. Intergalactic war.
Not intergalactic war, but I want to be a fucking Jedi, guys. Like, that's my dream.
Well, the name of it is
Fuck heaven
Star
on
Wars.
Earth, man. I want to be a Jedi.
I think heaven on earth would be an apartment, a recliner, like a 60-inch TV, and some Netflix.
That sounds pretty awesome, actually.
Maybe,
you have
like,
to put in
maybe
some
like
food.
Apple TV too, because I kind of want to watch YouTube videos on a 60-inch
Whoa.
screen.
Whoa.
Did he just say Apple?
Hold
Yeah, Apple TV.
my dick. Somebody hold my dick. Did you just say an Apple TV?
That
Yeah, man.
shit's gross, man. I don't know where that dick's been.
I'm not gonna hold your dick.
It's better than the
sorry.
sweet friggin' Samsung Smart TV.
God, isn't that the truth?
Something just turned on in my headphones, so I totally missed everything that just happened.
Have you tried the there's like a Google plugin you can get for your TV?
No.
Okay, sure. That
It's
Apple,
basically like
whatever.
this little USB thing. You can stick it in the back of any TV with a USB port, and it turns it into a smart TV.
So long as you have a USB port, kids.
Yep.
You
But
just
what-
said a bunch of words and I didn't pay attention. I'm sorry.
You can do anything with it. You can do anything in this world with a USB port.
Oh yeah. Plus Google will
Oh
watch you masturbate.
yeah.
I don't know if you could. Okay, I don't think you could do that. But
You think there's a lot of people
Well, it depends on the size of
jerking it
your
in the living
wiener.
room in front of their TV?
probably,
Probably.
Really?
yeah.
Seems weird.
I mean, if you like live by yourself and you're a dude, yeah,
yeah.
Actually,
I guess so.
can I change my answer?
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Replace apartment with condo on Miami Beach, because then at least I get a good view of the ocean. Because with apartment, it could be anything. It could be Hialeah or the Bronx.
Well, then,
Hey, I mean,
it's like
Bronx could be pretty cool.
the East Coast Pornhub. So I mean, that's a perfect place for you, Nick.
Yeah.
condo.
Yeah, so replace it with condo on Miami Beach, 60-inch, Netflix, and that Google plugin thing, and maybe like a MacBook.
Okay, but the catch is your entire apartment condo is the size of your TV. So you just have a 60-inch wall, and then you have a door behind you.
I'm claustrophobic. Because it's my personal heaven, I'm going to say no.
I was about to say, why would you? As I'd say, it wasn't like this is gonna be your personal heaven with one stipulation of one of your phobias.
Yeah, that's
no,
not very smart.
it's not.
It's heaven. It's not,
what's your heaven on
screw
earth?
you.
Do I have a phobia? I don't
I'm
really
scared
know.
of fucking everything. I don't care.
Do I? What's my phobia? I don't know. Maybe my
Pain.
phobia is gym.
Yeah, gymophobia and something.
I have a phobia of gym.
What if it's Penn Island?
I have
Do you
a
have-
phobia of a penis?
I mean, you don't know where it's been, so
Well, I know where.
you're done.
Oh my god, can we edit that out too,
Definitely.
please?
No,
This is out there.
don't edit it out.
No, please.
Safe.
Oh my god.
There's
When
just gonna
this
be one long
podca-
beep right in the middle of that. Yeah, but beep.
When this podcast comes out, I'm just gonna like disappear into the woods. And
with
The woods.
damn it. Oh,
Oh,
Thank
damn it.
you,
we gotta
yeah,
edit that
this
out.
podcast is gonna come out. I'm gonna go hide in the freaking woods. I'm
Yeah,
gonna wait
woods.
48 hours to come out, and then I'm gonna come out, and I'm gonna then smack my head against a wall, and then I'm gonna destroy my computer, and then never.
And then Google won't watch you anymore.
anyone
Yeah.
ever think that in 10 years, you know, when we have more important jobs and we have like a family, that this shit's gonna come out and that somebody's gonna find it and be like, man, that sounds like one of your parents, dude.
That I would laugh so hard.
10 out of
I have
10
my
I'm
thought
going
about
to
kid-
that
show this
many
podcast
times.
to my kids.
If my kid came up to me and like, "Hey, mommy, this sounds like you," I'd be like, "Oh God, I have so much explaining to do."
I feel like that's
What's
Hey, Vic.
that?
And let's listen to it,
Vic.
man. 'Cause this is the prime of my life.
If you have a boy, are you going to name him Victor and call him Vic Jr.?
No, fuck that. No. God,
I feel like
Junior.
that-
Victor's
should be
like
the name of
I
his
feel
stuff
bad for
instead.
anyone with the name Victor, so I wouldn't name my own kid that.
you think porn stars, like when they're like done with the industry and when they have like settled down, they have a family, you think like they ever think about, how am I going to explain this to my children? Like,
I don't know, maybe.
because you know they're going to be in high school and there's going to be like the vintage porn section and it's going to be their parents banging random people from 20 years ago.
Well-
They're going to be like,
There's so much porn out there. I mean, that's if they even find it. Like they
Well,
would
if
have to
their
work
mom or
really
dad is
hard
a
to find
major
it.
Yeah.
Well,
The-
if she's a
Yeah, I
major
mean-
porn star, then I guess like from day one you're gonna be like, all right, little Timmy, I'm gonna have to let you know that mommy did some stuff that wasn't very appropriate at the
Mommy.
time, but it gave me a lot of money. So if you see it, don't watch it. Just turn
Mommy
it off.
couldn't make it in the real world.
She's just going to have a list of channels and sites he's not allowed to go to.
Pretty much. Like just like ban it on her, you know.
Like, okay, this porn site doesn't have me on it. You can go here when you're
This is
18, of
fine.
course.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
receive
Wink,
this
wink.
awkward list on your like 13th birthday. Here
Oh.
are the sites you are allowed to look porn into.
They play it off as, well, this was just practice for you.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I just like what just got typed. Mommy got pounded to pay for your life. You're welcome.
What if it happened on camera? That was you.
That was you. That's when I conceived you.
Sweetie, I really don't know who your father is.
Because there was 3 of them in the room, and we're not sure, and they all, one
you know how-
missed.
You know how people
Over the
usually
course of a week.
have these tapes of when they were born?
Yeah, my
No.
first day on the job, I did
So,
5
yeah.
scenes, so I don't know who your dad is.
Then in this case it would be kind of like the same, like a tape when you were born, but actually a tape when you were conceived. That's probably going to scar a person for life.
You know what my
Yeah.
dad did to my grandmother?
Oh god.
So I must have been like really little. So I don't remember. Apparently they were driving back from Eastern Washington. And my dad's driving. My grandma's in the back seat with me, and my mom's in the front. We pass by this hotel, and my dad turns and goes, "Hey, Helen, that's where Victoria was conceived," and just keeps on driving. And apparently she turned like super white, really embarrassed, and my mom's like, "Bill, what the hell are you doing? Don't say that." And my dad's just sitting like chuckling while driving, just like no big deal, like, yes.
Your father's a genius.
Now everyone knows where she was conceived.
I'm
Like
glad that my parents aren't the only fucking weirdos who've done that shit.
Oh my god, my dad's super weird. Trust me.
I'm so glad my parents have never done that.
I would
Yeah, me
absolutely
too.
do that to my child.
Like, I mean, I didn't
would
learn
too.
that until like 2 years ago, so you're
Yeah.
not out of the woods, TJ.
I don't want to know, but I think I will fuck up my kid like that.
My kid's
Yeah,
gonna hate
I
me.
didn't want to know, but shit happens.
Oh god.
My
I
kid
spent so
will
much
hate
time
me.
on the internet. I'm gonna fuck with my kids so bad.
What do you think the next generation of parents will be like?
Terrible.
Like us.
I don't know.
They'll be fucking garbage, is what they'll be.
Yeah.
Because
we'll
they'll
all
grow
be
up
terrible.
watching porn. They'll
Pretty
be
sure-
fucking
Wait.
14 watching porn. They're gonna be
I'm
like,
pretty
"Oh,
sure
can I
You're
get
saying
older?"
that the past 5 generations of every single one of our families was a complete garbage as parents?
They'll just throw their iWatches in their face and be like, "Hey, go away, go watch some porn. I'm busy."
No,
On the
my
iWatch.
iWatch.
I don't give a fuck what you do. Mama's watching the
Hey.
stories.
Look at the time. It's Fap o'clock.
30 years old, we're all
And
still
the-
watching
and-
Rooster Teeth.
And
How do
that
you- how
ends
do you
our
think,
podcast today. I think I'm done. I think
I think
we've
we're all
reached the.
done.
I think I'm broken right now.
Ugh.
Bye, everybody.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
podcast.
Alright.
Wait, hold on.
Hey.
There's
Oh, yeah, question for the
questions for the audience.
How do you
Uh,
fap?
No,
Oh,
hold on.
dear
To read
Jesus.
the answer.
Wait,
Uh,
Oh, okay.
we have an
this
answer?
one, yeah, we have answers. This one was sent by Dr. Sparks, and the question she answered is from podcast number 17. The question is, what is your current favorite song? And the answer is, well, current is an interesting word for my favorite song. My favorite song has stayed the same for 12 years, and it is The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
Oh, I like
That will
that
be
song.
on the link shitter, because I've never heard of that song before.
It's a
good
good
song.
song.
It's because I don't think that it was big here, to be honest.
Can Vic's singing please be the questions intro?
Please do.
Yeah, I would rather.
Vic,
Yeah.
I appreciate your singing so much, and I'm being the
Oh my
honest
God.
here.
From now on, that is
That's
it.
what-
Really, your interpretation of everything is awesome
That
is
wasn't.
still crawling through my
Oh.
brain.
Do you
I've
want me
never
to
never
do
heard
it
that.
again?
Please send me the
Please
link
do.
to that.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome.
Is this a
Living
podcast or a concert?
dream. When we
It's
stick
both, Nick. That's why we're chill.
together. Side
And
by
on
side,
that
you
note,
and I
everybody,
did it forever. Let's party forever. In harmony. Everything is awesome.
Please insert clapping sound. That was wonderful, Vic. Thank you very much.
Oh my god.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put Vic on The Voice, but I would put her on this podcast.
Yeah, ow. I just hit myself in
So-
the head.
I think she's good enough for American Idol now. That show's it's pretty garbage now.
Yeah, no one cares, so I'm pretty sure I get the top 10. No problem. Because no one would care. Have
Yeah.
like
Now-
I'd make up like some really cheesy story on like how my dog died or something, and it totally changed my life, and that's why I got into singing, because like every night I sang my dog to sleep, and now
My
that
dog
he's
has that
dead,
beautiful howling voice.
and now that my dog is dead, I feel like I owe it something, so I'm going on American Idol, and then like America will cry its eyes out and be like, oh, we gotta send her to the top 20, and I'll be awesome. That's how I'm gonna do it, guys. Yep.
Good plan.
You're welcome.
So now we need a question for the audience.
How do you masturbate?
Are you an
I feel
ass
that's
man
a
or are
bit
you
too
a man?
personal.
I was gonna say, are you a pitcher or catcher?
Yeah, that's
Wait.
question.
Wait. let's just make this clear because you guys are really confusing me with your terminology. So pitcher.
Oh
is,
my god.
Wait, catcher
Pitcher
is on the
is-
receiving
is-
end, and pitcher is on
Yes!
the giving end.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go,
Vic,
So
buddy.
you
it's a
understand that this is
baseball.
not-
Welcome to
baseball
Baseball
analogy.
101.
The
This
pitcher
is not
throws
just
the ball.
for
The
like
catcher
gay
receives
porn.
the
Do
ball.
you understand that, right?
Yes, we got it, bro. We had it for a while. I'm very happy you finally figured it out.
You're the only one who didn't.
I understood
Well,
the first time it was
Excuse
mentioned.
me if I'm from another country. I'm not used
You
to
are
these
not
terms.
English illiterate, okay? That excuse is not working.
I know, but it's like a cultural thing, I guess. Oh, you know what? Everyone, thank you so much for
Screw
listening.
you guys, we're ending the podcast right now because I'm really angry.
We still don't have a question.
Why?
A real
Oh yeah,
question.
we don't have a question. Okay.
Okay,
So,
alright, Nick is the
Are
guest,
you a
he can
pitcher
give us a
or
real question.
catcher? I feel like that's a good
yeah,
answer.
Nick, you're the guest. Just ask a
Damn it.
decent question.
Please ask the
I-
pitcher question.
I've been thinking about this long and hard, and I think my question will be:
Well,
Nice.
I think my question will be:
Ready.
Are you an ass man or woman, or a titty man or woman?
Huh.
Okay, fair enough.
I wonder what I
I'll
am.
allow it.
Huh.
Why
Oh,
not
I mean,
both?
Vic, do you prefer boobs or do you prefer ass?
It's all about the ass, man.
That's pretty much the question, Vic.
Yeah, I
Boobs
don't
or
know.
butts.
Boobs or butts?
Butts.
I mean,
I'm
what's your
more
preference?
attracted to
I
big
mean,
butts
would
than
you-
big boobs.
What would you rather be grabbing onto or something like that? You know,
A butt.
I
whatever
like
standard.
butts.
That's
That's
fine.
for
Fair
dudes,
answer.
I like
though.
big butts, and I cannot lie.
See, I don't know how it translates to being a girl to a boy. Like,
Well, a heterosexual girl.
yeah. So, like, butts, yeah, for dudes, but I don't know about
Well, I mean, it could be chest. You know, like, are you big into like, you know,
the
big
big
barrel chest
muscly
with
pecky
abs
with
or
the pecs that like are bigger than my boobs because I have no boobs. Okay, if your pecs are bigger than my boobs, there's no way that any of us are gonna get along.
that
You're
is
welcome.
Vic's insecurity talking from her heart there.
No, it's not insecurity. It's just like fair.
Well,
Sound
bodybuilders everywhere, I'm sorry for you guys.
You'll never wrangle that ass.
Yeah, dead ass.
Dash. No.
Dead ass.
That ash.
I should probably just stop talking.
Alright. That was a guess, everybody.
Okay, so everyone, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget you can send us questions on our threads. You can answer the questions we ask you. And yeah, that's it. Leave a comment and whatever else. Nick,
We
thank
love
you so much.
you.
Yeah, we do. Nick, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. It is a pleasure to be on the podcast once again.
Goodbye, everybody.
Well, everyone, see you on the next
Bye.
episode. Bye.
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 This podcast intro and outro music is provided to us by TDBTyler. You can find him on Rooster Teeth by searching for his name, TDBTyler, and looking for his group, Oh the Humanity, spelled OH exclamation point THECOMMANATEE. You can also find more of his work on YouTube by searching for his channels, The Dropped Banana, all one word, and Oh the Humanity.
Our editor is gonna be
No,
really
come
mad
on,
at
teach it.
us.
Teacher, you need to read it like with a passion, like.
Can I
Alright,
read it?
alright.
Oh,
okay,
Vic,
go
read
on,
it.
Vic.
No. TJ should read it because he started reading it first.
Should I read it in a British accent?
Do it.
Yes.
We recorded this late into the week, and holy shit, I have one day to edit. I have never heard edit this out so many times in my fucking life. Yours sincerely, TDBTyler.
You should have
That
said
actually
holy
was
shite
not
and
bad.
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, I don't-
Shite is
you're the
Irish,
winner.
weirdo.
I don't know.
They literally say shite in Ireland. I've heard
Really?
it.
They say
Yeah.
shite and ours.
Well, shite.
They say shite. Really well.